everybody, Daryl Hollywood Exquisite Exotics here. Hey, I got you to laugh today. Today's video is going to be our ball python. Jeez, it is
That's right. Ball python.
No, I said python.
I know.
Ball python.
Like IN?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Python. The ball pythons.
The
ball python.
We heard the vowel change.
Yes. Okay. The ball python breeding season stuff. A lot of years we've got out all the animals and showed you the pairings, and
we can't do that this year.
It's too many. Like our collection's getting too big to do that. So we're just going to do what we did a long time ago and just kind of read through what we're pairing, so you can kind of hear the genetics, and we can talk about maybe what we're going for with those. Mm-hmm. We are starting the season with 33 females pairing, but what we do is as females that we're raising up, that we held back ourselves, get up to size, or females that laid a clutch last year that we're waiting for them to gain weight again. If they gain weight in time, we will add more females as the season goes on. And we did start breeding. This is actually going to come out this Saturday, so we actually have a real-time video, which is lately with all the clutch videos not been happening. But we started breeding back in the beginning of November. So these guys and gals have been breeding for a little while now. So it's not like they just started here in almost the end of January. And we've actually had our first ovulation out of this as well. Mm-hmm. So with that, let's get started through this list. So first off, we have an ultramale to ultramale. They are the ones that produced what we think is a cryptic ultramale. The female laid 10 eggs, 9 slugs, 1 good. That 1 good one survived, and it looks very cryptic. And that was back in 2019.
Yes.
And we have not been able to get them to pair again since. So we're
he's locked with others.
And won't lock with her.
Won't lock with her.
And
I don't think she's taken. Have we tried to push her with?
Yes, and okay. She hasn't laid a clutch with anybody else either. So, interestingly, our first ovulation of the year is from that pairing. So is she going to lay a full clutch of slugs again on us, or are we actually going to, because they did lock a couple times, or are we actually going to get babies from it? And if we do, we'll see if any look like the cryptic. So that's our one ovulation for the year, and it happens to be at the top of the list. Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens with that. Then we have our Tolfino boy, going to another Tolfino girl, an albino girl that's going for more Tolfino stuff, and the Tolfino going for Tolfi stuff. Mm-hmm. Then we have our pastel pinstripe yellow belly desert ghost het pied boy going to a lot of stuff, because he always does. We have
champion.
We have a girl we produced that we believe is a super orange stream firefly yellow belly that we haven't been able to prove out yet. Mm-hmm. She is stunning. So when we see that clutch, you guys can see how well she's aged. We have him going to a double het desert ghost pied girl, so looking for more desert ghost pied stuff. We have him going to another double het desert ghost pied girl, again looking for desert ghost pied. You're going to see a theme this year with desert ghost pied stuff. And then we have him going to a pied girl looking for visual pieds that are 100% het desert ghost. Or at the minimum, everything will be double het desert ghost pied. Then we have our ultramale boy, who's also double het hypo and pied, going to our pinstripe het ultramale girl. So everything out of that will be guaranteed het ultramale, 50% het pied and hypo. Also going to a triple het pied hypo ultramale, hoping to hit the triple hets there. He's also going to another triple het pied ultramale hypo. And then just a straight pied girl, so everything at a minimum is double het pied ultramale, and all the visual pieds that come out of that will be 100% het ultramale, 50% het hypo. This is why we can't put all these animals out. I'm just starting this list. We're only 4 males in.
You know that, do you know that old GIF? Meme, whatever you want to call it, where the woman is just staring at all this math.
Oh yes, yeah.
Because I'm
just watching other math things.
Because I'm visual and I'm not looking at the list with you. I don't want to necessarily just stare down at the list with you. You're starting to talk, and I'm just drifting to the math genetics world. so there we go. That's how many we have.
We have our Super Pastel, well, we believe, we didn't produce this, but we were sold as, a Super Pastel Banana Mojave Hidden Gene Woma Het Ultramale Boy. who has been the bane of locking for us, going to one ultra male girl just to try to get him to lock and prove him out. We have a Banana Mojave female maker. We have a lot of banana in our collection, only one female banana, which is crazy. So we kept the female maker back for ourselves. Going to a pied girl to try to work on getting some banana pies that are female instead of male. We have our Soul Sucker Desert Ghost Boy going to a pied female, working for double hets. An ultra male female, looking for double hets. And is he going to anybody else? Yes. He's also going to a pastel, pos yellow belly, pied het desert ghost female. So looking for, again, visual desert ghosts, but 100% het pieds. Then we have a double het pied albino boy who currently is going to 3 double het pied albino females. That being said, we did buy a visual pied albino male who is getting up to size that we're hoping gets up to size in time to get those last couple locks in right at the end of before they ovulate. So that hopefully we'll have a better odds there of hitting more albino pied stuff.
As a male, he should.
He should. He's growing quick. And he was fairly big when we bought him. So big relative. He wasn't a hatchling.
Yeah, we bought him while he was eating weans.
Yeah. Next up, we have our, still trying to 100% prove him out, Pastave Orange Dream Yellow Belly Fire, again, produced by us, just to make sure that's what he is, because he has, with so many codoms, when you're looking at 5 different codoms, it's hard to see all of them for us, at least, because we haven't been dealing with that many codoms in the animal. Also, there aren't a lot of examples out there. And even when you find examples, those people, a lot of times, are best guessing at it as well. So...
And we like to be as accurate as possible, of course. You know, I feel that way about our geckos a lot. If you sometimes are trying to look for certain examples, and you look and you're like, you see one labeled one thing, and you're like, that doesn't look at all like that.
Not from us. We're looking
not
at
from us.
stuff.
Yeah, if I look at somebody else's and they say it's a blah blah blah, I'm like, but that doesn't look like that at all. Like, so it confuses you, right? So anyway, we just try to be as accurate as possible.
Yeah. So anyway, that boy is going to our banana girl, hoping to get some female banana stuff. Going to a pied, trying to get a whole bunch of codoms into our pied projects. And that is it for him. Then next up, excuse me, we have our banana double het desert ghost pied male, who last season produced our first visual desert ghost pied stuff for us, which was great. He produced 3 in the season. Unfortunately, all 3 males. So no females for us to hold back from it, but he did produce 3, so that was a good thing. He's going to a super pastel desert ghost pinstripe possible yellow belly het pied female, looking there for the double visuals. A yellow belly pied het desert ghost, looking for the visuals. A pinstripe pied het desert ghost, looking for the visuals, and a super pastel desert ghost 50% het pied, trying to prove her out, which I think actually. No, we haven't proved her out. We proved out another one that was 50% het pied.
This is her first year.
Yeah, I think it was the one above her. We're looking at our racks right now.
Oh, yeah.
The one above her was 50% het pied. We proved out last season that actually was.
Yeah. Or het pied.
Het pied. So a whole bunch of chances at visual pied DG stuff. If our male who is visual desert ghost het pied, if his stuff starts breeding off, we will probably start putting him into that stuff instead, because better odds there, and guaranteeing that everything is double het at that point too. Okay, next we have our pinstripe ultramel, which also came from one of those parents that we think might be cryptic. So we have maybe cryptic. Going to just a lesser female, because we've seen a lot of lesser ultramel stuff this year that came out from people, and it looks fantastic, so we want to get lesser into our ultramel stuff. Then we have a banana lesser pastel leopard clown, going to our Enchi clown, and a pied, and a cinnamon het clown, and our super pastel desert ghost. So we're looking for clown stuff. From the clown stuff, we're looking for double het clown DG stuff from that, and double het clown pied stuff from all the different combos. And then we have our cinnamon banana clown, going to our pastel leopard clown, looking for clowns, going to a pied, looking for double het pied clowns. And last, we have our banana pied male just going to a plain old het pied female that we got way back when we first started.
Oh,
who
yeah.
just this year finally got up to breeding size. And the only reason we still have her is we wanted to prove her out het pied before we sold her to somebody else. So we wanted to at least get one season with her to prove out
Make
that
sure
she is.
she's good, so when we
Sell
sell
her.
it, we actually do say she is het pied.
Yeah. So hopefully if she goes this year, we prove her out, and then she'll be up for grabs for somebody. And that's it. That's a lot, though. And so if you see our normal theme, it's recessive, 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 and more recessive stuff. As the years have gone on, we've been progressively shrinking our collection to have more recessive and less just codon stuff. There's still a little bit in there, but we're trying to narrow that down too. So, especially like the 5 codon animals, it's hard to like just say, oh, let's get rid of those, because that's a lot of codons you can get into one project real quick. So, Holly?
If you like to know, we keep track of all that breeding. Not only does Daryl keep a very good track in Excel, we have a nice little tag system. So we know who's with who.
You see it
at all
behind me.
times. Are they still in there?
No.
Oh, these are the
No.
males. I was like, it's Thursday. They shouldn't. It's day 1 of breeding.
Yeah. So when the males are home, what they are now,
They have their tag with them.
Yeah.
And when they're with a female, they have a tag with them.
Yeah.
And when they lock, they have a tag with them. And when they're done locking,
They get a tag,
get
a different color tag.
different color tag, and we remove it.
That's what all these, you can see these two.
Most of these
like
tags.
these little tags
Like
mean,
this means
they all
to-
mean things.
Yeah.
All the different colors mean something.
So make your life easier.
That was your ad. This is your tip of the day.
Make your life easier.
Tip of the day. Make your life easier.
I was up at 3.
But then you went back to sleep.
Yeah. Well, a while later,
And then you got up again.
I did.
And then you went back to sleep again.
I did. It's been a rough, weird morning.
Yeah. It's like not even 7. Or if it might be 7 a.m. now. We start early.
We do start early, but like I said, I woke up at 3 and just that math thing. It just keeps happening. I'm not zoned out, but it's like, you know, you have a headache, and when your headache goes away, but you have the aftermath of a headache, where there's like weird pain in your neck and
Brain fog.
weird pain in your neck.
It's better than a pain in your ass.
I'm just kidding. I was being more polite. But anyway. So I just kind of feel like I'm in another century. Anyway, y'all don't care about that. You just listen to the...
She's in like the BCs when she says she's another century. Like 400 BC.
I wouldn't survive.
You never know. You might.
We played that game
For a
on
year.
Girls' Day. Who would survive on the island? Remember
I wasn't
that
there.
game?
I wasn't there. For
I know,
Girls'
but do you
Day.
remember that game?
I do.
I stayed a little bit.
You weren't the first one kicked
Wasn't
off
the
the
first
island.
one kicked off the island. If you ever have a good party, this is how I'll end the video.
And you want to turn it into a bad party where everybody hates each other at the end.
If you have a really good group of friends, you should play play the island game. And it's if you somehow it's the end of the world and you're stuck on an island together with everybody that's in the room, who would be the last man standing? And it's based off of people's skills. And some people get their feelings hurt because they don't want to hear they're going to get kicked off first.
You start voting people off
You
the
start
island.
voting people off the island. But if you have good skills, you won't be first. You may not be last on the island, but
It's a ruthless game. Don't play it if you
it's
want to keep your
ruthless
friends.
with some of our friends. It's ruthless with some of our friends. It was fine Girls' Day.
I'm sure it
We
was.
weren't jerks to each other. We
Yeah,
were honest.
girls are never jerks to each other.
I-
Ever. I'm sure that never happens.
We were honest, but we weren't jerks. Oh, well, the one she was like, I'm off first because I'm pregnant. I'm useless right now. It was fun. So anyway, Daryl just likes to say all this
You
stuff.
say that's
'cause he's
useless,
normally-
but that provides an extra person on the island to help.
right away.
Just saying.
Not right away.
No, but there will be. And they'll be younger so they can take care of the older
Oh,
generation.
gosh.
I don't know that I'm kicking off the pregnant person. We might need that.
Excuse me.
We put them in labor. I mean, like at young age. We're stuck on an island. We're surviving. That's young
See,
labor. right
Daryl's
there.
normally the one who's one of the last people on the island
yeah.
because he's our Eagle Scout and he is very resourceful and crafty. And so when
bit.
it comes to that and organized,
And I have good ideas, like keeping the pregnant woman so that I can have a little
mini person running around doing chores.
doing work.
It's terrible.
For my king of the island.
I'll tell her that next time I see her.
Yeah, see? She's not getting kicked off first.
Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this.
Yeah. Welcome to our TED Talk. All right, are we good? Are we done talking about, like, we haven't been talking about breeding stuff in a while now. So.
Yeah. All right, let's go. I'm ready to nap again.
Yeah, that's probably true.
No, I have to get to work. So.
Yeah, let's go get some coffee. I could use some coffee.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, we're going to go get some coffee.
Bring you coffee.
Enjoy your day.
Yes. If you have questions, put them down in the comments, stuff, all that. If you're looking for something. Yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, and we will see y'all next week.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.